Hello, Combat and welcome back to another Marvel Snap video. It's that time of the week again where we're going to be looking at 10 decks of the week, and then we'll talk about the cards of the week. It was Cull Obsidian this week, and yeah, there was no patch because we had the Love event, so we won't be talking about that. Love event was pretty cool. I hope they do things like that again, and I'd love to see that dynamic duo effect brought in at some point to the game as a permanent thing, but for now it's a cool little event, so let's get going. First up, we're going to start with a deck that is made for the weekend missions, has everything you need for this week's weekend missions. So obviously a Lockjaw Thanos deck, of course, has everything in it. It has Cull Obsidian, Black Swan, and I can't remember what the other mission was, like Win with Power or something probably, I can't remember. But this is a great deck, covers everything you need for the weekend mission, so give it a go. So let's get into some good meta decks and fun decks. So, it'd be rude of me not to say one of the best decks in the game right now, which appears to be Hela. I don't know what happened. I did take a week off from Snap, and I came back and Hela is like meta. I don't know why, but it just all of a sudden became super consistent, and I don't really understand why. I think it's just it just did. Lockjaw was showing up in Thanos stuff, right? And then people went from Thanos to Hela, and then like, oh, this is consistent. Let's play it. So it just came meta. Next up, Destroy. Everyone knows how to play Destroy. I don't really want to spend much time on Destroy, right? It hasn't really changed much. Hulkbuster got better. Deadpool got a little worse with Hulkbuster. Like at the top end, like the max power you can get at Deadpool got smaller, but Hulkbuster became more consistent. Next up, we have a Lockdown deck. Yeah, everyone knows how to kind of play Lockdown, but idea is, you get a Medusa mid, Ms. Marvel mid, you storm a lane, you put Jessica Jones in that lane, you got a Vision in case you need to reach that lane, Doom for reaching it, Iron Lad for copying all the good stuff, and of course Jeff moves around. Just good cards with, Next up, we have a Tribunal deck, a Sarah Tribunal deck. There's quite a lot of ongoing stuff in here, right? And it's kind of nice, right? You put a Cosmo down, you stick a... you stick Cosmo down in a lane, you stick an Omega Red, stick an Iron Man, Onslaught, and then a Tribunal another lane, hopefully. So like Magic into Cosmo, into Omega Red, Iron Man, Onslaught, stuff like that. Sarah lets you play Mystique and Tribunal in the last turn. Right? Yeah. And you got Ravonna for that as well, which is nice. Yeah, interesting deck. I'm going to play some more of that. Next up, we just have... This was for the Love event. It's like a Surfer Love. You had Invisible Woman, Mr. Fantastic, Rogue, and Gambit in here. And because 3 of them were free drops, we decided to put it in a Surfer deck. Obviously, you've got Brood in here. Lizard is probably a card I'd swap out for someone else, but, there isn't that much filling up of location, so it's kind of okay, but Lizard is the weakest card in here, because if people fill up location, either 1 power, kind of sucks, right? It's just great for tempo type stuff. Next up, this was a Zoo deck that I've just seen on Twitter. I think it was a Dexter's deck, I'm not sure though. It's interesting, it's definitely a deck that I'm going to be trying out today. Play all your Zoo cards. It does feel a little weird not to have... oh god. What's his name? Her name. The free cost that protects your wands. But then again, with with Black Swan, you could also just play your wands on turn 6, right? Play 1/1 down, you get an Obsidian down on turn 4 or something like that. Turn 5, you play a Black Swan, and you can play Blue Marvel in a load of wands if you wanted to. You don't need to play them down early. Next up, we have High Evo, but with Super Giant. The idea here is instead of Leech, we've gone Super Giant, so that on turn 5, you can play Super Giant if you've already got magic down, right? And then you can skip without real fear, because you're going to have cards that are going to benefit from skipping, right? You're going to have Sunspot down, you're going to have Misty, you're probably going to have Cyclops down, right? So you're going to already benefit from that, and then hopefully that lets you get initiative, and you can either go for like a She-Hulk, Hulk Infinite, or you could go Cloud. You could go She-Hulk Cloud, right? Take out their cards, you know, works out charm. Next up, we have just a greedy Hawk Ronin list here with Grandmaster, because I still love the card. I haven't been really playing much of him because it kind of suits these type of decks, and I haven't really played these type of tempo-y cards because like Grandmaster loves 1 and 2 costs. But obviously you've got Hawk package and the Ronin package in here with Mystique benefiting from both. Pretty greedy, but good deck. Next up, we have 4 deck with the Darkhawk package in here again, because Darkhawk package is what? It's pretty much 3 cards, right? It's Cog, Rockslide, Darkhawk. And then once you start spreading it out, right, you put Zabu in here, right? And then at that point, you put in like a Shang-Chi or a Miss Marvel in here. You're like, okay. Then it keeps spreading on. Like, you've got a Zabu, why not? You're missing another 3, why not 4? You know, you don't have a 5 in here. Jane, Odin is a 6. You know, it makes sense. And last deck is going to be a move. This is pretty. I don't want to say it was my deck, but this was pretty much my deck. I didn't see anyone playing. I played these 11 cards. I never seen anyone put Negasonic in here before I did. So I believe this was my deck. I wasn't running Nightcrawler in my version. I ran something else, and I can't remember what I ran. But for like, this was definitely my version. Like, I love this deck. I can't remember what I had over the Nightcrawler though. I probably had. I actually can't remember. But anyways, this is just a fun deck. I still love this deck to this day. Just move, like a silky smooth move package with Kingpin in here. Great deck. Anyways, so let's talk about the new card this week, and then that'll do for the video. Okay, so Cull Obsidian was the Series 5 this week. I kind of really wish this guy was Series 4. I really do. But it was Series 5. Honestly, it does what it says on the card, right? It is just a big power stop. The fact that you can play him and a 1-drop in the same turn is great. It actually made him more playable. If you had to have the 1-drop down, this card would be awful, goddamn awful. But because you can play it on the same turn as a 1-drop, makes him a lot better. With Zabu, he's a 3/9. You can't go wrong with that. Just power. It's just one of these cards that you're going to play. You're going to have big power on it. It does what it says on the card, right? It's just play for power. Decent enough card. If you didn't have Thanos, I'd open for it this week. Other than that, maybe pass on it. He's not meta defining. This is probably decent. Anyways, that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And I'll catch you tomorrow for the video. Peace.